if you lie back in the tube and press launch.
Howdy, folks, and welcome back to RWBY Reacts. Rookie reacts to RWBY. Eight volumes in, I still haven't gotten it right.
Nope. I don't think you ever will.
And it's all of us reacting, not just Rookie anymore. I'm Bone Mannix. This is my daughter, spitting something out. Michelle, or Rookie, you can call her.
Spitting out Michelle. That's me.
We decided to don something on our head today.
I did. He decided to put that hat on.
Well, she had a hood on, so I figured I should put a hat on.
It's raining!
It is raining out. It's really bad. Anyway, guys, this is Volume 8, Chapter 2, Michelle, or Season 8, Episode 2, however you want to look at it. And I was told that this entire volume is going to be told over the course of 48 hours. So it's going to kind of cover the battle, I guess, for Haven. What do you think of that?
Every time you say 48 hours, I just think about that show called 48 Hours.
48 Hours, yeah. Well, at least it's not 24. Tick, tick, no, whatever. Anyway, what do you think of it being all over the course of 48 hours? Sorry for that call.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well, Volume 2, any expectations?
Death.
There might be, for all we know. Remember, they ended it with a couple of big things happening. Ironwood shot that guy. And the crew is moving to try to get to Ironwood's console so they can activate the launch of Amity Coliseum and get all the survivors. They try to get everybody from down beneath up there and then try to launch it so it can be safe. They can save them. Although I still don't know why anybody thinks going high is going to protect them from Salem. She's got flight. Anyway, ready?
Yes, Father.
Here we go.
Please take that head off.
No. Never.
Okay.
Till next reaction. No, the music hasn't sunk in yet. Hasn't clicked for me yet.
The second episode.
Did you like it so far?
Not yet.
Yeah, takes a little while. I swear that's got to represent Pyrrha. Is Pyrrha going to reappear or something? I mean, it is pink though. It's definitely Nora's color. That little petal that flies through. But the petal flying through has always been or not the petal. I guess it's a leaf is Pyrrha, right? Ooh, maybe this is something. It's a flower petal and it's pink. Is this a sign that Nora's going to die?
It's going to be...
Better not, because then I just basically give up on the show because she's my favorite character. I'm just kidding, you know that. Here we go.
Don't you? All I wanted...
How come they didn't take that away from him when they put him in the cell? They didn't take this away from him? Put him in the cell?
What?
Huh?
What is it?
It's the Clover's thing, his little symbol. His little thing, the brooch, whatever the heck they call it.
It's called a brooch, but
whatever.
Not a brooch.
Whatever it is. Why did they leave it? Why didn't they take it from him?
He's his friend.
I know, but they arrested him. You would think that they would take things from him.
No,
That looks like
not
it's
a
metal.
weapon.
It looks like it's metal. It has edges. They could use it to break out or cut something. This doesn't seem to make sense, does it? I don't know.
Realize that.
Hands may not be clean. At least I am not a murderer.
Uh-oh.
You do realize you've already caught me?
Why do I get the suspicion those weren't actual Atlesian guards?
Because they aren't.
I think we're gonna find out that those people are bad guys, right?
We can kill the man who put us here.
With still no word from General Ironwood, Mantle citizens are frightened and perplexed by...
Did he just say he wants to kill Ironwood? The man who put us there... No, the man who put us there is Tyrion. Tyrion is the one who put him there, right? Remember? I don't think he's talking about Ironwood, although the cut to Ironwood is like, come on, Rooster Teeth, what are you doing? Ironwood had an actual valid point of view in this.
He killed somebody.
Was a good guy until they decided to write a totally out-of-character thing for him just to make us think he's Hitler.
By the sudden withdrawal of...
By the way, Hitler was too much of a coward to kill anybody on his own, so that doesn't make any sense either.
Military personnel, especially...
All right, the others are definitely missing out.
Okay. Oh, the speeder bikes. Is what she's excited about. Nice.
It should not be this hard getting people to just cooperate. And yet,
What?
Look at the little babies.
Yeah, look at little babies. I'm getting worried. Rooster Teeth, the writing this season has been very heavy-handed. They're not. They used to be really good at telling a good story and giving you, some ethical and moral lessons along the way. But they did it the way you should do it, subtly. They didn't like say, "You're bad," or "You're good," or "This is wrong," or "This is right." They didn't come right out and do that very often. But they're doing it a lot this season. It's very heavy-handed. I don't know that I like it. I've never liked stories that do that, even if it's something I agree with. I don't like when they like, "You should do this," or "You should do that." Tell a story. That's the first thing you need to do. But yeah, little children. You're right.
Little babies.
Little babies.
it's something our two souls are still on the inevitable path to becoming one.
I don't want that.
Neither do I.
You good? It's
Oh,
just
so-
a lot to focus on. You can do it, Ren.
We need to find a way to work together.
This stuff with Oscar and Ozpin, this is good stuff. This is very much the story, that we've been having the whole time, and I enjoy it quite a bit.
Not just the two of us, all of us.
Oh, but then they go heavy-handed again. Instead of giving us the subtle clue of Oscar and Ozpin being the symbol of humanity working together, they come right out and say it like they think we're so stupid that we don't get it. You love Penny.
Yes.
Once Robin learned about Amity
That is
Tower,
Caden,
she
by the way.
wouldn't shut up about it. Wherever she
Now I can
is,
hear
I'm
her.
sure she would want us doing what we can. Fiona's got your friends helping out in my stead.
Fiona.
Are there any buildings in Atlas that your family doesn't own?
That does not sound like Blake.
Isn't relevant at
The actual voice or what you said?
Voice.
Well, obviously it is, but you don't think,
That doesn't sound like her. I know my favorite character.
you don't think Erin is doing the voice?
Doesn't sound like her.
I think she is.
Go back.
I mean, like, okay, let's go back.
Listen, let me close my eyes.
Are there any buildings in Atlas that your family doesn't own?
It does sound like her, exactly like her. I don't know why you think it doesn't. I mean, all of the actors are getting better and more comfortable in their voices, and they're maturing and changing over time, right? I mean, Lindsay has changed Ruby considerably. So it doesn't surprise me that Erin's got a slightly different take on how Blake would say that than what you're expecting. But it definitely sounded like Erin to me. Okay. She wasn't. I see what your problem is. Last volume, well, volume 6 mostly. A lot in volume 6, she was yelling a lot because she was like fighting and stuff. And so this is a very sarcastic tone, which she doesn't normally. I mean, she takes sarcastic tones. The last time she did though was almost back in like volume 1. So I can see why you're a little surprised. Why it sounds a little different to you.
I do not like it when friends fight.
Oh.
I know. Thank you, Ruby.
Oh.
Aww. Your favorite 2 characters.
Ruby's not really on my.
But you like her.
Yes.
Well, because you like Lindsay.
Yes!
I found it! If you lie back in the tube and press launch...
How else was I supposed to get the word out?
What now?
Whose voice is that?
Which one?
Fiona.
I don't know. I don't think that she's a Rooster Teeth employee. I don't know.
I haven't figured it out yet. So.
We'll find out at the end. We'll take another look.
Besides, it seems to be working.
Whoa!
Oh, whoa.
Almost. What's going on? They're running away.
What? What were they running from?
Oh, the one that she sent out. She gave the lantern to sniff at and said, "Bring me the one who knows or who can use this, tells me how to use this." Remember? It's that one, probably. Why aren't they reacting and fighting right now?
Doing something.
That's the perfect time to fight it.
We already want to see what it turns into.
This is pretty bad writing, because what it's got is you've got these three people who are really good at attacking Grimm and not just hesitating or being scared or shocked or anything, and they're just sitting there watching it because that's what's in the script. You know, I don't like that. Oh, it spoke. She made a smart one. Ouch. Wings, but what's that blackness going to do?
What do we do?
I get that that they couldn't fight him front ways because he was using Oscar as a shield. They didn't call that out. We didn't call that out. But there were numerous times when Oscar wasn't being used as a shield.
He's probably too strong for them to even kill.
I know, but why don't they try?
He's like a human.
Why didn't they try? I get that they couldn't attack him when he was holding Oscar up, but he set Oscar down and he was going like, "Argh." At that point, he's perfectly open to attack.
Die.
What?
He ain't gonna die.
You don't know that. They don't know that. All they knew was that he was using Oscar as a shield.
Yeah, but they shot him a couple times.
Right, but they stopped because Oscar was being used as a shield. So they never really gave it their all, right? They could give a lot more than that. In fact, Jean cut off. Yang never shot. Yang broke off. The only one who did anything was Ren. And he got smacked to the side. But then they stopped fighting because of Oscar. I don't know, I don't like that. It just I'm not going to act like RWBY's never had situations like that before. They have. They have had scenes where I'm like, why aren't they doing anything? That doesn't make any sense. But mostly they don't. It just strikes me right now. I think because I'm still a little bitter from what they did with Ironwood and how sloppy that writing seemed to be to me, that I'm seeing all these things that I'm nitpicking now. So I'm just nitpicking. I need to stop nitpicking.
Yeah, you need to stop being a nitpicker.
I'll stop being a nitpicker.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
No lies, Yang. Tell her.
Well, she really wouldn't believe her if she told her.
Well, tell her one of your team has been abducted by the Grimm. How is that shocking?
Because Grimm's never abducted anybody
Well,
before.
then just say one of our team members has been abducted, and we're going after him. She would understand that. Instead, it's like, you wouldn't believe me. I'm just frustrated with the whole no more lies to everybody who's on the same side. And then all they've done since then is lie to each other. Let's check the who acted in that role, because you were curious who did the voice of Fiona. Fiona Michelle Sontag.
Why are you looking at me? I have no idea who that is.
Any other names you were curious about? Oh, yeah, the other one. You said who played the other one, too. The other one is... May is Caden. We knew that. The other one was...
anybody else?
Yeah, you did. The other one that was with Fiona. The two that were together.
No, I already know who the two were together.
Oh, okay.
That one was Caden.
No.
In the tent, it was Caden and Fiona.
No, that wasn't Caden in the tent. That wasn't Caden in the tent. Caden is the one that goes invisible. The one in the tent had the big weapon.
Oh, that one's already previous.
And that was Joanna, I think.
We already know who that one was.
Marissa Linty? Yeah, because she's the one who grabbed that mic out of the reporter's hand. So that's Joanna. Okay. So, Michelle, what do you think of this episode?
Neat.
What?
Neat.
There was a lot of fighting, a lot of running around, a lot of... Now, I'll let you talk. What else?
Why?
What else did you like about it?
That was good.
Okay. What was your favorite bit? What was your favorite scene?
I don't believe that was...
You still don't believe it was Blake's voice. Let's see.
Does it
say it's Blake?
Aaron, yes, I see her, but I don't believe it.
She's just changed her performance a little bit. So what was your favorite scene? What did you like most about it?
Blake.
The Blake calling out Weiss about owning all the buildings?
I just like Blake.
Okay. See what I have to work with.
Hey, at least I'm here and I'm reacting.
I did like the funny... Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Michelle. I really do.
Thanks.
I did like the funny bits with Blake and Weiss and Nora hitting the button and sucking Weiss up and just laughing.
And then
that might
getting
have
excited.
That might have actually hurt Weiss. She didn't actually finish explaining what happens when you do that.
And then Yang getting excited about the bike.
Yeah, and Yang getting excited when she did that. Oh! I thought it was going to be like a dog. I think it was going to be like Zwei was there or something. Because that's the kind of reaction she would have for that. She doesn't normally have that kind of reaction for like hardware, but that's still cool.
She loves bikes.
I know, but It didn't seem like the kind of reaction she normally has for things like bikes and guns and stuff. So I like that. What I disliked was what I said during the course of the episode, which is that I'm just noticing these writing things, which I don't like. The writing seems to getting a little bit sloppier in my mind, or a little more blatant as well. I don't like that. This used to tell a story. It was a really good allegory. All the good stories, all good fictional stories are good, that teach you something, are good allegories. They don't come out and say, this is good, this is bad. They show you the good and the bad and let you draw your own conclusions. Right. They let you realize what you should realize from it and draw your own conclusions. And so I don't like it when a story forces it down your throat, which they seem to be doing, at least this episode of it. So, anyway. What about Oscar and Ozpin?
Hey, I didn't yawn a lot in this episode. Because today is my day off.
Because today's her day off. Which is why she's wearing a hoodie.
Yes!
And it's raining. Oscar and Ozpin, what do you think? They were talking about how their souls are merging, and Oscar was like, I don't want that to happen, and Ozpin was like, I don't want that to happen either. What do you think?
Do you think Ozpin's going to come out when they go up there? What's her face? The sky! Her face?
Well,
think he's going to come out of
Salem?
Oscar? Yeah. Do you think he's going to come out of Oscar?
Come out of?
Well, not
as a separate person?
No. Like.
You take over?
Yes. Does she know that he's in Oscar?
Yes. Well, yes, she does. Because remember, in the end of beginning of volume 6, she was told by Hazel. Remember, Hazel said they're being led by Ozpin. Remember? And she freaked out and broke all the glass.
Uh-huh.
So she knows that Oscar is Ozpin, or Ozma, as she would know him. So she knows. I don't think Ozpin needs to come out. As long as Oscar is speaking on behalf of Ozma and all the people that Ozma's ever possessed, then it's still Ozma to her. She doesn't care. Thanks for the burping.
That was a hiccup.
You don't yawn, but you hiccup and you burp.
That was a hiccup.
You're right. It was a hiccup. Well, where's the next one? Because those are contagious. You can't stop them.
No.
Then it was a burp.
No, that was a hiccup. I went. Guys, replay the tape.
Replay the tape.
That was a hiccup.
But anyway, I think it's interesting. I wonder if they're going to come to some sort of a détente.
What the that means?
If the two of them will realize that.
You think they're gonna fuck?
Mentally, yes.
Oh, okay.
They're going to realize some way to not merge. They're going to figure out some way to not do it, so that Ozpin will always be a voice in Oscar's head until the day he dies. They can't see it. I was just kind of doing this. It's a merging thing.
It's also misery.
Okay. Anyway, I wonder if they'll come to some agreement, some way. I don't think either one of them knows how to do it, but I think they're striving to find a way that they can coexist. And then that's Ozpin, but Ozpin had fully merged with Ozma and all the other souls. So the Ozpin we hear is Ozma. But it's really, if we want to, we can really think of it as Ozma is the one saying he doesn't want to merge with Oscar fully, completely combine. He wants Oscar to be independent, to be himself. Do you agree?
Sure.
Do you think that would be good?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of their plan to move everybody to the crater?
Good idea.
The crater is where the mining is done, right?
Yes.
So they figure that's going to be a hardened area, and they have everybody in one place, and all the dust is there, so they can power heaters and things and keep everybody warm and safe. So that seems to make sense. Although a crater, from a military perspective, moving people you're trying to protect down into a crater when the enemy can then surround the crater is not very smart. You'd want to go to the high ground. You wouldn't want to go to the low ground. But there isn't much high ground to go to that they can protect the people. I guess they're thinking the use of the dust and stuff is far more important. What are you doing?
I have a crystal.
What kind of a crystal is it?
It's called malachite.
Are you trying to use that in place of dust? Is that what you're doing?
No.
That's your dust crystal?
No. For positive energy.
Okay, good. You have plenty of positive energy, Michelle. All right, no, it's interesting thought about what they're going to do with the battle and everything and taking Oscar. So I was right. I think that Oscar was the one that We're not done yet. That Oscar was the one that that Salem sent the hound dog after.
Hound dog.
The hound dog. But she gave it some smarts. It can morph into different kinds of Grimm and different abilities, and it can speak.
Like that.
You don't like that it can speak?
I don't like that it can do anything.
The hound's voiced by... Oh, it even called the hound. I didn't even think of that. Jason Liebrecht? Jason Liebrecht? Liebrecht? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Even though I knew somebody in high school with a name that ended in Brecht, I still don't remember how to pronounce it. But anyway, that's going to be interesting. A lot of people said, how would the hound know who last had the lantern, because so many people touched it? And I guess it's more of an energy thing, more of an aura thing, maybe. Maybe that's why. Or maybe when she said, find me, bring him to me or whatever, that she was basically telling him mentally or something, telling him to go get Oscar. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's not a scent thing. The camera can't see you when you do that, so you keep looking at me weird, but the camera can't really see you. Yeah, I'm assuring you, when you were doing it, the camera couldn't really see you. She's just being weird. All right, so it's useless to continue discussing this with her, clearly. She's just
what does that mean?
You're just along for the ride. You just enjoy watching the show. You don't want to talk about it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm a visual person.
You're just along for the ride, enjoying it, being entertained, and that's good. That you should just be entertained. At least, at a bare minimum, everybody should be entertained. We'll talk about it more later. All right, Michelle, you can say goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.